What is up, YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back into Wilburn Reactions. My name is Chod. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys smash the subscribe button for me. Get this video a thumbs up. Also, notification bells on at all times. We are back with some more solo requests. They are flying in. I know I have my albums to finish, but we'll get back to those. Sprinkling around. Billy Joel has come up. I've only reacted to Billy Joel twice, actually. I thought I actually reacted to him more than that. And then I went and looked and I said, wow, that is crazy. So I'm glad to see what else he has. I do remember the song, gosh, I forgot what it was called. I can't remember what it was called, but I got the melody in my head. It's like right there. But we're going into It's Still Rock and Roll to Me. Let's see what Billy brings to the table.
What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that your tie's too wide? Maybe I should buy some old tab collars. Welcome back to the age of jive. Where have you been hiding out lately, honey? You can't dress trashy till you spend a lot of money. Everybody's talking about the new sound, funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. What's the matter with the car?
I was gonna say that was very different, coming in on that just with the bass line and then the bass of the drums, nothing else. That was iconic. That was real neat. I like that. And then it's coming in now. They got the full drum set.
I'm driving, can't you tell that it's out of style? Should I get a set of white wall tires? Are you gonna cruise the miracle mile? Nowadays you can't be too sentimental. Your best bet's a true baby blue continental. Hot funk, cool punk, even if it's old junk, it's still rock and roll to me. Oh, it doesn't matter what they say in the papers, 'cause it's always been the same old scene. There's a new rain in town, but you can't get the sound from a story in a magazine. Ain't that your average teen?
It's crazy because it's a little bit different, but it's giving me like, I feel like Elvis could have been on this track too. I feel like it's giving me a little bit of Elvis vibes on this that he's bringing. Like I was picturing like, man, this is like, if somebody laid like this melody down in front of Elvis, like, hey, I got this beat for you, I got this song, I want you to hear it. I feel like Elvis would say, yeah, I can do this.
How about a pair of pink sidewinders and a bright orange pair of pants? Well, you could really be a Bo Brummel, baby, if you just give it half a chance. Don't waste your money on a new set of speakers. You get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. Next phase, new wave, dance crazy. Anyways, it's still rock and roll to me.
That's the second time I think this week you guys have sent me a song where instead of giving me a guitar solo, I've gotten a saxophone solo, which is really crazy. You never really, like I said, coming from the jazz world, I've always, seen jazz players and then, saxophones always get their moments. But like hearing other genres of music and then like especially rock and roll, you hear the saxophone being used so much. And this song, you got a solo from it instead of a guitar solo, which is crazy because we expect a crazy guitar solo and get that. But the sax complements well, fills in for the guitar, and you got a sax solo that fits just like a guitar. To me, it does. But that is crazy that I keep hearing so much sax this week.
I'm seeing, don't you know that they're out of touch? Well, should I try to be a straight A student? If you are, then you think too much. Don't you know about the new fashion, honey? All you need are looks and a whole lot of money. It's the next phase, new wave, dance craze. Anyways, it's still rock and roll to me. Everybody's talking about the new sound, funny, but it's still rock and roll to me.
It's crazy. I was listening to the way that drum set sounded. Like everything sounded like it had like a different pitch and tone to it. It reminded me of Hot for Teacher. Like his drum set was tuned kind of like this in that song, kind of gave you that motorcycle effect. And this drum set in this song was tuned like that. Like the snare sounds like, the best way I could describe it is I don't know. I know drummers still do it today, or other drummers like, I have a thing on my snare where there's like a magnetic thing where I could change my tones. Like it muffles the snare. And I know back then, before they came out with that technology, a lot of guys would like put a towel on it, and it kind of created a sound like this. I remember illusion. It depends on how much of the towel you put on your snare. It created this illusion, like this sound, and I felt like that's how this snare sounds in this song. But it's crazy how they used a lot of just deep tones, like the deep tom tone of the drum set. That snare was tuned very deep in the bass, and that's it. And then you got the guitar, and then some sax, and then some bass there. But it was a crazy melody. Like the way this melody was laid out, it wasn't nothing too crazy, too fancy at you, but it was like a pocket melody that sounded really good. And then Billy Joel kind of gives me, on this song, I just feel like he brought like Elvis vibes to me for some reason. Like he gave me like the singing of Elvis, how Elvis sounded. Not the same tone and same pitch, but it kind of had like his melody, his flow to it. And I kind of got that from him. But this was a cool song. Like I like the way like the melody was different. You didn't get like a pocket drum set, this regular snare, bass, hi-hat going. You had something different. So it created a different element here for me. But a solid Billy Joel song. I do definitely need, this is another artist that's like big topic, big name that comes up on the channel. So I feel like this is an inventory I need to open up and see what else he brings to the table. But this was a solid song. It had the melody of saying like, it's still rock and roll to me. And made me think about the conversations we have too on this channel about, rock and roll transitioning over like in certain years. And I would say for me, like what you guys told me, like 70s, 80s, 90s, it started transitioning around the 90s, 2000, right? You start getting this new modern rock sound. And I wonder, like Billy Joel, I'm pretty sure it was way before that, but I wonder if like coming from an era where he came from and then rock and roll was maybe transitioning over like to a different sound. People are like, oh, that's not rock and roll. And maybe that's why he was talking about and like incorporated that sound a little bit in his song that he made here to say like, hey, it's still rock and roll. Like it changed a little bit, but it still has that rock and roll feel. So I wonder, was that the direction he was headed in at this song? But other than that, it's an excellent song. Love the sax solo. Loving that saxophone is coming up a lot more in these songs. But thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. Let me know what you guys thought about this one. See you guys in the next video.